Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is your girl Sarah right here on Relax Radio, and I'm super excited to be here because we're having this very interesting and important conversation with regard to everything that is happening, not just here in the United Kingdom, but in fact all over the world as well. All right, so don't forget to actually get in touch with me. All you need to do is just text me or call me on 078 and text me or call me and let me know what your thoughts are because I would absolutely love to hear everything that you have to say. All right. So don't forget to share your thoughts and don't forget to share your opinions because that is something I would love to hear. All right. Now, while we're also talking about it, I also want to very quickly remind you that you can, in fact, get in touch with me through our socials as well. All right. All you need to do is like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel because that way you can actually make sure that you're always informed and you're always updated about everything that is happening in the world. Okay. And don't forget to download the app either because that's available on both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store for your convenience. So you can listen in from whatever device it is that you have, but also from anywhere in the world, regardless of what time it is for you. Okay, so feel free to do that. Feel free to share your thoughts, share your opinions because that is something that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, and now let's actually head back into our conversation because we're going to be talking about this whole industry of loss, right? What exactly is it? What do you mean when you say the industry of loss? Now don't worry because I'm here to answer all of those questions, but feel free to actually text me or call me on 07852473473 to share your thoughts and opinions with me, right? Now before we head on over to this whole industry of loss, let's very quickly talk about the situation in Afghanistan. All right, let's talk about the women in Afghanistan, what exactly is happening with them, why their future might actually, or why their future actually looks quite scary. Right now, when the Taliban were last in power, Afghan women were generally not allowed to leave their homes. Right, and even when they were allowed to leave homes, this was under certain very narrowly defined conditions. Right, these women had to be fully dressed in, fully covered in hijabs, or they had to go out with a male relative. And if you didn't really follow these rules and regulations, what basically happened is you risk being beaten, tortured, or even executed. Okay, and basically this was what happened to a lot of these women. So it's absolutely scary and it's very dangerous it was dangerous for women back then. All right, however, right now the Taliban seems to be portraying this whole image that look, they've actually changed, they're much more progressive. Women can have rights as long as it's within the confines of Islam. But obviously, until they sort of figure out this whole procedure, women have to stay at home, right? But however, the salaries are going to be paid, but they have to be at home until they figure out this, security procedure, right? And this is apparently because their new forces haven't been trained to actually, these new forces haven't been trained to. They haven't been trained to actually not mistreat women and to harass women and harm women. All right, so they haven't been trained to do that. And the thing is, if they don't train them, if they don't tell these the forces, look, what, don't hurt women, they might possibly hurt women. All right, now that's what Mr. Mujahid had said. All right, however, what we need to keep in mind is how long is it going to take for you to figure out the security procedure, right? Because the last time you said that women will eventually be allowed to work and go to school and learn and whatnot. That never really happened, right? So the truth is they're sort of trying to create this positive PR image, but we don't really know we don't really know how that's going to work. We don't really know if they will actually let women have their rights, right? Because the truth is, in the past, if anything, all of the evidence that they've given us is that they don't really care about the rights of women. They just want women to be in this very traditional patriarchal stereotypical roles of being at home, taking care of their families and basically making children. Right now, that is what it seems to be. All right, now make sure to stay tuned because we're actually going to head into a small break, and after that we will be back to discuss this further. But obviously, until then, make sure to stay tuned because, like I said, we're going to be heading into a small break right now.
Are you looking to achieve the most relevant qualification to kickstart your career? Then reward yourself with the best globally recognized professional business qualification, CIMA. Irrespective of the field you aspire to succeed in, a CIMA qualification can add immense value to your resume and professional life. Succeed in your CIMA journey with supportive tuition provided by qualified lecturers and resources. Nanaska is the leading registered CIMA tuition provider in Sri Lanka with over a decade in the industry and hundreds of success stories. With qualified and certified tutors, Nanaska now provides easy access 100% virtual classes so that you could succeed at your exams and in life right from the comfort of your home. At Nanaska, it's not just about a qualification. We help you think out of the box and build a personality. Exciting offers also await students overseas. Enroll now. Call +94 77 499 7338 or visit www.nanaska.com. Commence your CIMA journey at Nanaska and become a globally recognized leader. Nanaska, smile with results.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It is in fact the final few minutes of the second hour, but don't worry because I'm here to make sure that even those final few minutes are full of information and conversation for you. So until then, make sure to stay tuned because we're going to be talking about, this whole industry of loss, right? Now, earlier we were talking about how women could potentially lose all their rights. And, at this point, it almost looks like they've lost all their rights. But right now, let's talk about how, food firms across the United Kingdom are actually begging ministers to let prisoners work for them because of, the labor shortages that they're facing, but also about how weight loss products are in fact, causing a lot of chaos because it is said to have a lot of, a lot of drugs, if I put it that way, that if that are used, if they're used without medical supervision, that might actually result in you getting strokes or even heart attacks, right? So that is what the conversation is about. Now let's very quickly, talk about these dangerous weight loss products because that's an important conversation for us to be having as well. All right. Now, these dangerous weight loss products that are containing actually contain substances that can induce a stroke or a heart attack. Right. Now, the consumer group, which actually found a lot of these products that are available for sale online, and they all contained either yohimbine or synephrine. And these are substances that the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency have basically stated have considerable potential to cause harm if they are used without medical supervision or even advice. All right. So these products you can basically buy it from eBay, from AliExpress, from Wish, and even people like bodybuilders and gym goers, right? And on a lot of these products, there was absolutely no health warnings or any dosage information as well. And because losing weight seems to be like one of the most trending, or people are in a mad frenzy to lose weight these days, this might actually be very, very unhealthy. Okay, so that is what's happening with regard to this weight loss products that are being sold. All right, but let's also very quickly talk about these UK food firms because a lot of desperate food manufacturers have essentially called or asked the government or pleaded with the government to actually allow them to recruit prisoners to actually solve this labor crisis. All right, and this is obviously because of the blow of Brexit and also COVID, because of Brexit and COVID, they haven't really been able to actually they haven't been able to maintain a profit, right? And all of that economic losses are actually resulted in them asking ministers to actually let prisoners work for them because they think that will possibly solve the staff shortage, solve the labor shortage, and possibly help them to get back on track with the production of whatever it is they're producing, right? And also in another perspective, when we're thinking about it, you're also providing a sort of pathway, or you're letting these people actually have some form of future. You're telling these persons, look, what, it's okay that you were an offender, it's okay that you serve time in prison, but you actually have a very bright future, and that if you work hard enough, maybe your life can potentially change. All right, so it's important to keep that in mind. However, it's time for me to head out of here, but don't worry because I will be back in a few minutes to talk to you about everything related to Brexit and the European Union. So until then, make sure